Devotee. So it is a great game of pretending. Maharishi, yes. In Yoga Vasisth, it is said, what is real is hidden from us, but what is false is revealed as true. We are actually experiencing the reality only. Still, we do not know it. Is it not a wonder of wonders? The quest, who am I, is the axe with which to cut off the ego. Talk 147. In answer to a Sanri sannyasi, Sri Bhagwan said, there are different grades of mind. Realization is of perfection. It cannot be comprehended by the mind. Sarva Janatva, the state of all knowing, is to be Sarvam, the all. The all pertains only to the mind. The known and unknown together form the all. After transcending the mind, you remain as the self. The present knowledge is only of limitation. That knowledge is unlimited. Being so, it cannot be comprehended by this knowledge. Cease to be a knower, then there is perfection. 27th January 1936. Talk 148. A Gujarati gentleman said that he was concentrating on sound, nada, and desired to know if the method was right. Maharishi. Meditation on nada is one of the several approved methods. The adherents claim a very special virtue for the method. According to them, it is the easiest and the most direct method. Just as a child is lulled to sleep by lullabies, so nada soothes one to the state of samadhi. Again, just as a king sent his state musician to welcome his son on his return from a long journey, so also nada takes the devotee into the Lord's abode in a pleasing manner. Nada helps concentration. After it is felt, the practice should not be made an end in itself. Nada is not the objective. The subject should firmly be held, otherwise, a blank will result. Though the subject is there even in the blank, he wouldn't be aware of the cessation of nada of different kinds. In order to be aware, even in that blank, one must remember his own self. Nada upasana, meditation on sound, is good. It is better if associated with investigation, vichara. In that case, the nada is made up of chinmaya and also tanmaya, of knowledge and of self. Nada helps concentration. 28th January 1936, Talk 149. In reply to a sadhu who asked if bhakti consisted in forgetting the body, etc., Sri Bhagwan said, what do you care for the body? Practice bhakti and don't worry about what happens to the body. Talk 150. Mrs. and Mr. Kelly, an elderly couple from America, and others of their company desired to know what they should do to gain concentration in face of discomforts of sitting and the sting of mosquitoes, etc. Maharishi, the discomforts will not worry you if your concentration is right. Don't mind the discomforts. Keep your mind steady in meditation. If you have not the strength and endurance to bear mosquitoes' stings, how do you hope to gain realization of the self? Realization must be amidst all the turmoils of life. If you make yourself comfortable and go to bed, you fall asleep. Face the troubles, but keep yourself steady in meditation. 31st January 1936. Talk 151. The American gentleman is a little hard of hearing. Being accustomed to be self-reliant from his youth, he naturally feels worried on account of his hearing becoming defective. Maharishi, you are not self-reliant, you are ego-reliant. It is good that ego-reliance is banished and that you become truly self-reliant. Again, Bhagwan said, there is no cause for worry. Subjugation of senses is a necessary preliminary for self-realization. One sense is subdued for you by God Himself, so much the better. The questioner said that he appreciated the humor, but that still his self-respect suffered. Mercy. The self is only one. Do you feel hurt if you blame yourself or scorn yourself for your errors? If you hold the self, there is no second person to scorn you. When you see the world, you have lost hold of the self. On the contrary, hold the self and the world will not appear.